So in this video, we're going to walk through the process that a customer takes when making that journey from, let's say, a config manager managed Windows 10 environment, or maybe it's a Windows 10 environment that's in a co-managed state with Configuration Manager and Intune, and they're looking to move to cloud native with Intune and Windows 11. So how does Rimo3 support them on that journey and accelerate that journey to Windows 11 with Intune? So the start of that really for the journey is to onboard their applications from SCCM Configuration Manager to Rimo3. And for us, it's really straightforward. We've already set up the line of sight to their Configuration Manager environment, connected to the Configuration Manager environment using a read-only analyst role, and therefore in a position where we can import their applications from Config Manager. And the customer has options around how they want to break up the automation pipeline into Rimo3. So in this instance, the customer, we want to understand what we have in Configuration Manager today. So we want to leverage Rimo3 to do the automated discovery of all of those packages that reside in Config Manager. And from there, then we can decide what we want to rationalize and move forward with Windows 11 and Intune. So we're going to do import and discovery, and we're going to trigger the import. So what does that look like? So let me just go to the sequences and we can see the import. So we brought in a total of 32 packages from SCCM, and it's a mixture of MSIs, AppV, some scripted installs, and some MSIX packages. So 32 in total, and we can see that took under 30 seconds to pull in the 32 applications that are in Config Manager. And when we look at the sequences tab again, we can see that we've already queued up all of those discovery, all of the discovery for those packages. So in this scenario, I've got 4 discovery virtual machines up and running in parallel, and 4 baseline VMs running in parallel. So therefore, I'll be able to discover baseline 4 applications at a time in parallel. Of course, if there were additional time constraints, we could extend or add additional virtual machines to perform more operations in parallel. But at the moment, we've got the 3 and the 4, and we'll let these continue. Also, going back to the overview dashboard, we can see now that we've got all of these applications, SCCM artifacts, all pulled in from that environment. So we can see all 34 applications. We have a few duplicates, but that's just the way we've set up our demo environment to cover various different deployment types and scenarios for each of these applications. But we can see if we click into we can see the source file location, which is where we're pulling the application from when we install it on our virtual machines, and of course the metadata that we pulled from Configuration Manager. So, and also the exit codes. But once we've completed discovery, we will populate the shortcuts and executable and services details. That's how we gather that information. And we can look at the different information we get from the various different package types, such as scripted installs. We can see this one's a PowerShell installation. We've also got MSIXs, where it's a little bit more limited in terms of that metadata. more straightforward for modern packages. And then finally, I'll just show you an app v. And we can see we've got the deployment XML and the config XML all captured from Config Manager. And we can see that the discovery is in progress for these applications.